Welcome to the Zoom Room podcast with host TR McCarthy. I'm TR McCarthy, aka TR the Loan Guy, aka the Mortgage Goat, Mortgage Broker for Sceptre Mortgage. How you doing today? Today, I want you to help me congratulate one of our funniest clients, Miss Ameerah Alexander. She just closed on her first home, and we want to say thank you. We want to give her an opportunity to share her experience, to tell how the process was, whether it was painful or easy. We will see. So put your hands together and help me welcome Miss Ameerah Alexander. Hi, Ameerah. How you doing?
I give myself a round of applause. Yay!
Absolutely, you should give yourself a round of applause.
I
Now,
know.
we started a process not too long ago, and you were buying your first home. You were a little concerned in the beginning, and we finally got you into a loan. You found a condo that fits you and your family, and I just want to give you the opportunity, first of all, to see now that you're in the house. I know you're getting some things done to it. How do you feel as a first-time homeowner?
I feel I'm excited. I'm excited. I It's still sinking in because it wasn't out of the realm of possibilities, but it was just something. I've always been a renter, so I never really thought I would buy. And I'm a little later in life. I won't say how late, but a little later. And but it has sunk in the last couple of days that I own a home. I have an asset, and so that's always a beautiful thing. Um, and now people that are my age that are renters that are I have some friends that are still renters. Now I'm just telling everyone, oh my God, you should buy. What are you waiting for? It's never too late. So I'm
I love
extremely happy with the decision and the process. I'm glad I was pushed to do this
it.
because I know in the end it's to my benefit. So me and my family. So
Absolutely. I know we did have that conversation, and I talked to you about renting versus buying. And I said, right now, you're paying 100% interest. Whatever you're paying, whether it's 2,500 bucks a month, 3,500 bucks a month, at the end of the day, it's all interest because you're not getting anything at the end of it. And I
that's
think we had the
exactly
conversation. That makes sense, right?
that makes total sense. And ironically, my rent went up this month.
Oh, is that right?
So that was
Wow.
my last month here, before going into the new place. But literally a month ago, I got a letter from the management company where I rent. It's gone up every year since I've been here. So
Mm,
so that was a sign. Like, okay, I did the right thing. Here in Southern California, rents are no joke. I don't. I'm
that's very
like,
true.
how are we living? But we're doing it. So the
We are
first
doing it.
literally my rent went up. So it's like, wow, okay.
That's crazy. Now that you are a homeowner, I want you to do me a favor and talk about the process from start to finish and let me know if you were satisfied or you want to come after me with a machete. And I want to see I want to see what your thought process is on how we handled this loan.
Um, well, no, I don't want to come at you with. If I wanted to come at you with machete, I wouldn't be here. Well, no, I take it back. I could, and I could have like let you have it at the end, but I won't do that. The process was relatively smooth. So from the beginning, I was actually looking to rent again. I was looking for a bigger place to rent so that my dad, who's elderly, and he has some ailments, so that he can move in with me. So I was looking to rent a bigger place. My sister, Miss Nadira Fakir, shout out to Nadira. She was insisting that I purchase. And so I was adamant, like, no, I'm gonna rent. That way I have flexibility. I could just get a new place if I need to. And I had all these reasons. She literally, she's a go-getter. She's a businesswoman. She doesn't take no for an answer. She already had my dad convinced before she talked to me, so they're both kind of ganging up on me. So I said, okay, I'll take a look at the place. I went to look at it. Very nice. It was bigger than the place I'm renting. It's in an area I'm familiar with. Um, so I thought, okay, well, yeah, this is just a nice place. Well, let's just see if you qualify. And I'm thinking it's just an exercise. Okay, let's just see. And I was introduced to you, and you explain the numbers and the financing. And I guess because we're in a digital age, everything just happens so fast, and I'm thinking like, 20, 30 years ago, once we had to run credit, it would take like days to get the answer and all of that. But now it's just literally in seconds. So it's like, okay, so you're qualified. And I'm like, what? Wait. So it happened relatively fast. But once I was told I was eligible and what my options are in the financing, it made sense. And I realized that all of the, saving I had done over the years and keeping my credit clean and all those things all worked into my benefits. So I have no regrets. So it was very smooth. It wasn't a lot of hiccups. It was fine. I think I was the calmest one of all the people around me. So no, but it was a
I,
seamless process. And even working with you, and you're explaining the financing and insurance, and because I'm going into a condominium, the HOA and documents that are needed, and also because everything is digital, that really made it easy. So if there was something that needed to be signed, I could get an email. It could be 10 o'clock at night, and so I'm opening my email like, oh, okay, there's something I need to review, sign, send back, and I could do it at my leisure. So I tend to stay up late, and then I sleep like 5 hours a day. So I go to bed at midnight. I'm up at 5 in the morning. So that would be my time to like read the documents, move things along, move things forward. But it was very, very seamless, I must say.
well, well, first of all, I appreciate that. And I will say this out of all the other participants, yes, you were the most calm and fluid person in the group. I dealt with everybody, the other agents, I dealt with insurance, I dealt with title and escrow, and everybody was like, ah. And I'm like, no, this is all we need to do. Let's get it done. She's ready. Let's get it done. But I got to commend you on that. You definitely kept a level head through this process.
Normally, I'm a little kind of OCD, and I kind of want control of things, but I just kind of let it go. Like, okay, what do you need me to sign? Okay. So, and I was able to review, and if I had questions, I asked questions. But overall, it was pretty painless.
All right. So the information you did receive from me was concise. It was understandable. It gave you
Yes.
some calmness. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can you tell me
Everything.
how? Go ahead.
Oh no, no, I was just saying, yeah, everything. I understood everything, just from beginning to end. I mean, I had a few questions, but when it was explained to me, everything made sense, and then everyone
All
was
right.
pretty consistent. So what you explained, and what my sister, who's the agent, she would explain things. It was very consistent. So I understood, even though she talks really fast. I think fast. So I'm okay. Like, okay, I get it. Okay, this makes sense. Okay. And even with the
Absolutely.
market now, even talking to friends, um, you know, the public, we have our own perception of things. And so we're like, no, it's a terrible time to buy, interest rates, and, all these different things. So people were kind of talking me out of it, or trying to, like, are you sure you want to do this now? But in the end, it's like, there's never a perfect time. You just, it's whenever you're ready personally, but it's just never a perfect time. It's like you have to take the plunge sometime. And my thought process is, well, if I'm securing a loan, a mortgage, it can only go down from this point. Unlike my rent, which kept going up literally every year, 4 years straight, it went up every year. So if I, plan right, my mortgage should only go down if I'm able to refinance at some point and, just be smart with my decisions with the home.
Absolutely. We had this conversation before, and I think we talked about it. You're locked into a fixed rate. So, which means if the rates go up, you're still at a fixed rates. However, if the rates go back down, let's just say they drop a half a point or even a point, we don't know, but when they do, all you have to do is do a rate term refinance, not even pull any money out, but just to rate term it, which would get that lower rate. And of course, your monthly payment will go down. So no matter whether the rates are high or low, if they're low and you get into one, if they go up, you're good. If they're high and you can afford to get it and you actually buy a home, if the rates go back down, you're not stuck in that high interest rate. You can go back and lower, but the rates go higher, you still have a lower interest rate than when they go up. So you're any way you slice it, you're in a good position as long as you know you have options. That's how I look at it. And before
Yeah.
we move on, let me give a shout out to Miss Nadira Fuqua, the agent extraordinaire, the one, Fakir, I'm sorry, Fakir, the one who's the most passionate agent I work with today. This woman right now, she does talk fast, but she is a passionate firecracker who loves her
Yes.
clients. And she says, now TR, I just don't want my clients to have to worry about this. She is on a mission to get you the best
Yes.
deal possible, and she does. So
She does.
Nadira, great job, and great job again. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Now, I know you're got to get back to work, so I want to make sure that I personally say thank you for allowing not only me but my company, Sceptre Mortgage, to represent you. I told you from the beginning, we family now. You can call me anytime when you have questions to just walk you through anything. And of course, you already know if you have anybody who wants to do what you did, I'm your man. I'm your loan guy now. So thank you very much for that. If you
Yes.
have to say anything to people on the internet land who are on the fence about buying, what would you tell them?
If you're on the fence, I would say for sure, um, as far as saving, keeping your credit, you know, up to par if possible. And if you are, even if you think you're not eligible, because I kind of thought, even though I know, I have good credit and, I've been at the same job for many, many, many years and those kind of things. I know that there's assistance out there. So one of the things I recommend is, which you recommended to me, was the Home Buyers Workshop, the first time buyers first time buyers home workshop, whatever that is. I When you told me about it, I was thinking 8 hours on a Saturday. I don't know, but I love that workshop. So I've already told a few people, and I have friends my age that have young adult children. I'm like, everybody needs to take this workshop. I don't understand. Take the workshop because it goes over the whole um, home buying experience from even pre-buying, how to get your credit established, what the roles are of all of the people involved with escrow and agents and the lender and insurance, and what to expect after you purchase your home. It was just a really, really good workshop. Um, so that was very helpful. So I would recommend that. And it was free. It was no charge for the workshop. And I was told there was other workshops similar to this. So I would tell individuals that are on the fence, take a workshop, and that even if you think you are not ready, you're probably more ready than you think. You're more ready than you think. And
Absolutely.
if you're rent, like you mentioned, all of that money is paying someone else's mortgage. You are paying someone else's mortgage. So why not
Absolutely.
pay it to you, and it's an asset to you. And one of the questions I asked the instructor from the workshop, because I follow the stock market, and I said, so the equity in a home is like the stock market, it's not real. He said, this is absolutely real. That's your money, your equity. That is real money to you and your family. So it's not like the stock market. So he bust my bubble, but it was a good. I was good to. It was good to know that information. So he explained equity to me in a way that I'd never understood it before. So yes, take the
Absolutely.
plunge.
First of all, take the plunge. Equity is like a piggy bank. When you put every time you make a payment or your house value goes up, right? That means there's more money in that piggy bank. You don't see it because you can't break over the piggy bank just get everything out. But once you say, you know what, it's enough equity, I paid enough down, and the house has gone up in value. What ends up happening is if you decided to, you can then reach in and take some money out of that piggy bank. You got to pay it back, of course, but you can take some money out of that piggy bank. And that's how I like to liken equity to. Or if you decide to sell the home, all that money's yours. You don't have to pay it back at all. But that's how equity in my mind works. Okay. Now, before I let you go,
Yes,
last thing is I forgot. We also got you down payment assistance to where you actually had money to help with your down payment, correct?
yes. Oh yeah, and then that was totally unexpected. Um,
Absolutely.
and I didn't available um, to me. So that's another thing, for individuals, you're a first time buyer, there's assistance out there for you. So I didn't have to come out of pocket as much as I thought. It was very manageable for me. Because sometimes, you think you have to save, your whole lifetime for a down payment. No, no, you don't. And so that was extremely helpful, and I appreciate that. But yeah, that
You're
should have
welcome.
been number one when we first got on the
That should be number one. I forgot. I just hit me again. Now,
call. Yeah.
you, if I'm not mistaken, what was it out of pocket? About what, 7,000? I don't remember the exact number, but it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Like completely out of pocket, total
7,000.
everything, right?
7,000. Like a
seven
slightly.
thousand dollars, slightly under 7,000. So that's for your down payment and closing costs with the program that we got you approved for. You're right. Should have started
Yeah.
with that, but I forgot. And that alone, when I talked to Nadira, she was so happy because I'm like, this is unheard of. You got a house for $7,000.
Yes. So this works perfectly for me. However, if I was thinking about, oh, I would like to be in a bigger place, or, maybe it's not the area I don't want to live in right now. This is what I'm telling some of my friends that are still on the fence. It's it's still yours. And so if you are smart and you can plan ahead and you're looking down the road, yes, this can be your starter home. You get enough equity, or you can sell one day in the future and then take that money and turn this asset into something that you really want later. So it's just all in your favor. So that's how I look at it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I appreciate it. Again, I want to be cognizant of your time. So thank you for coming on the podcast and explaining your actual venture with us. And I truly
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I really want to say it's never too late. I know I look 20 something, but I'm really 50 something. And it was never really in my realm to purchase. I really thought I would just rent forever, honestly. So this is like a game changer for me. And so I just feel it's never, never too late for anyone.
Well, I appreciate that. And I'm so glad that our paths crossed and that your sister Nadira actually introduced you to me because I've enjoyed the process with you. And I'm glad that you and your father got something that now is yours, it's tangible. Your equity bank is starting to fill up. And no matter what you decide to do with the property from here, it's yours. Okay. So
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and end the podcast. Hold on for a second and I'll be right back. All right. So again, let's thank Ameerah for joining this podcast. Her first time buying a home. I'm so excited for her. And remember, if you're looking to purchase, you need to refinance, or you need a reverse mortgage, or you want to build an ADU in your backyard, look no further. Give me a call today, and myself or one of my knowledgeable loan officers will walk you through this process. We will treat you like family and we will get you to the finish line. If it can be done, we can do it. Remember, if you like videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe, so that this video will be able to be presented to more people in this same market as you. Right now, TR the Loan Guy is signing out. And remember, get your mind right and keep your hustle tight. TR the Loan Guy signing out. Have an absolute wonderful day.